Today, we're diving into a political firestorm that's ignited conversations across the nation. It all centers around a comment, a phrase that's now echoing through the halls of American politics: Governor Hot Wheels. This phrase was uttered by Democratic Representative Jasmine Crockett, directed at Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who, as many of you know, uses a wheelchair. The setting? A human rights campaign event in Los Angeles. What was intended as a political jab quickly escalated into a national debate about respect, disability, and the state of our political discourse. To give you some background, Greg Abbott, a Republican, has been a prominent figure in Texas politics for years. His use of a wheelchair stems from a 1984 accident, a life-altering event that reshaped his path. Despite this, he's risen to hold one of the most powerful state offices in the country. Jasmine Crockett, on the other hand, is a rising star within the Democratic Party, known for her sharp rhetoric and no-holds-barred approach. The comment itself, Governor Hot Wheels, combined with Crockett's following statement that the governor was a hot mess, immediately caused a massive amount of backlash. The core of the issue lays in the perception that Crockett's words mocked Abbott's disability. However, Crockett has stated that her words were directed at his policies and not his disability. The news quickly spread through social media and traditional news outlets. The internet was set ablaze with people taking sides. Many people were disgusted by the comments, and many others defended Representative Crockett. The political divide in the United States was shown in stark relief. This incident was far more than a simple insult. It was a flashpoint for much larger issues. We must also consider the venue that the comments were made. The Human Rights Campaign event is a group that promotes the rights of the LGBTQ+ community. This added another layer to the story, as it added in the discussions of what is and is not acceptable speech in a space that is meant to promote respect and inclusion. Governor Abbott's response was swift and strong. He didn't shy away from condemning Crockett's words, framing them as a symptom of a deeper problem within the Democratic Party. He argued that this kind of rhetoric, focusing on personal attacks rather than policy, is what's alienating voters. Abbott went on Fox News to voice his opinions on the matter. He stated that the Democratic Party has no vision, no policy. They have nothing to sell but hate. This statement shows the deep divisions between the two parties and how this incident has become a symbol of those divisions. The Republican Party and conservative commentators quickly rallied around Abbott, condemning Crockett's comments as a new low in political discourse. They painted her words as not only disrespectful but also indicative of a broader trend of declining civility in American politics. On the other side of the aisle, Democrats and their supporters offered varied responses. Some distanced themselves from Crockett's remarks, while others defended her right to criticize Abbott's policies, arguing that her words were taken out of context. Crockett herself doubled down, stating that her comments were about Abbott's policies regarding migrants. This incident has once again shown the deep political divide in the United States. It has also shown how quickly and powerfully social media can amplify these kinds of events. The conversations that followed quickly spread across the internet and showed the stark contrasts in how people view political discourse. The argument about the difference between attacking someone's person and attacking their policies has been a major point of discussion. This is a very important distinction and one that is not easily resolved. This incident has forced many people to confront their own views on what is and is not acceptable in political debate. Beyond the political sparring, this incident struck a nerve within the disability rights community. For many, Crockett's words weren't just a political jab, they were a painful reminder of the daily challenges faced by people with disabilities. The phrase "Governor Hot Wheels," regardless of intent, carries a history of mockery and dismissal. Disability rights advocates express their deep disappointment, emphasizing that such language perpetuates harmful stereotypes and undermines the ongoing struggle for inclusion and respect. They pointed out that reducing a person to their disability, especially in a derogatory way, erases their accomplishments and contributions. Organizations dedicated to disability advocacy released statements condemning Crockett's comments, calling for greater sensitivity and awareness in political discourse. They highlighted the importance of recognizing the humanity and dignity of all individuals regardless of their physical abilities. Many people with disabilities took to social media to share their personal experiences with similar forms of ableism. They spoke of the constant microaggressions and overt discrimination they face and how such language reinforces the idea that they are somehow less than others. The incident sparked a wider conversation about the need for greater disability awareness in all sectors of society, including politics. Advocates called for politicians and media outlets to adopt more inclusive language and to avoid perpetuating harmful stereotypes. They also emphasized the importance of including people with disabilities in decision-making processes that affect their lives. This situation forced a lot of people to have to look at their own internal biases and how they view people with disabilities. The idea that a person's disability can be used as a tool to insult them is something that a lot of people had to confront. The incident caused a lot of people to have to think about the language that they use and how it can affect others. The media's coverage of this incident played a significant role in shaping public perception. News outlets across the spectrum reported on the controversy, often framing it through their own political lens. This further polarized the debate, with some outlets focusing on Crockett's perceived disrespect and others emphasizing Abbott's policies. Social media became a battleground for competing narratives, with hashtags like #GovernorHotWheels and #Jasmine Crockett trending for days. The rapid spread of information, both accurate and misleading, fueled the fire, creating an echo chamber of opinions and amplifying the most extreme voices. The incident highlighted the power of social media to quickly escalate political controversies and shape public discourse. It also underscored the challenges of navigating the complex terrain of online communication, where nuance and context are often lost in the rush to judgment. Many people on social media used the incident as a way to express their own political views, and many used it as a way to attack the other side. This created a very toxic environment and made it very difficult to have a productive conversation about the issues at hand. The 24-hour news cycle also played a huge role in this incident. News outlets were constantly looking for new angles and new ways to keep the story alive. This led to a lot of speculation and a lot of opinions being presented as facts. The line between news and opinion became very blurred during this incident. Many news outlets presented their own opinions as if they were facts. This made it very difficult for people to know what was actually happening and what was just someone's opinion. As the dust settles, this incident leaves us with some crucial reflections. It's a stark reminder of the ongoing challenges in achieving respectful and inclusive political discourse. The Governor Hot Wheels controversy isn't just about one comment, it's a symptom of a broader societal struggle to balance free speech with the need for civility and respect. One of the most important takeaways from this incident is the importance of language. Words matter, and the language that we use can have a powerful impact on others. This incident has shown how easily language can be used to hurt and demean others. This situation also forces us to confront the fact that political discourse is becoming increasingly polarized. The ability to have a civil conversation about important issues is becoming increasingly difficult. This incident is a prime example of how quickly and easily political discourse can devolve into personal attacks. The incident also highlighted the need for greater awareness and sensitivity towards people with disabilities. It underscored the importance of recognizing their humanity and dignity and avoiding language that perpetuates harmful stereotypes. There is a need for more education and awareness of the difficulties that people with disabilities face. Looking forward, this incident serves as a call for greater responsibility from politicians, media outlets, and social media users. We must strive to create a more inclusive and respectful public sphere where diverse voices are heard and valued. This means being more mindful of the language we use and being more aware of the impact that our words can have on others. Finally, this incident is a reminder that we are all human. We all make mistakes, and we all have the ability to learn and grow. It is important that we learn from this incident and use it as an opportunity to create a more positive and inclusive society. The conversation about disability rights and political discourse must continue, and we must all strive to do better. In the end, the Governor Hot Wheels incident is a microcosm of the larger challenges facing American society. It's a reminder that we must continue to strive for a more just and equitable society where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. Thank you for joining us today, and until next time, keep those conversations going.